Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار وبعد. And today, Ikhwan wa Akhawat, first I would like to advise you, just as well as I advise myself, to the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And today's khutbah will be a very important matter, which is the etiquettes of reciting the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And as we all know, the coming of the blessed month of Ramadan is only 2 days away. Walillah alhamd. And in that month, we show importance to the Qur'an, its recitation. And with that, when us reciting the Qur'an on that month, we must follow the etiquettes, which we will discuss today, which are Sheikh Muhammad ibn Salih al-Uthaymeen rahimahullah. He has a gathering during the month of Ramadan, which he mentioned these 8 points, these 8 etiquettes of reciting the book of Allah as the Wajal. It's important upon us all that when we recite with these etiquettes. And one of the first etiquettes that he mentioned, ikhlas niyyah lillah, that you have sincerity for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said that from the etiquettes are that we make the niyyah sincerely, the intention sincerely for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because reciting the Quran is from the greatest acts of worship. is from the greatest acts of worship. And indeed, when we recite the Qur'an, that should be our only niyyah, is seeking the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As Allah ta'ala says, فَدَعُوا اللَّهَ مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ دِينَ. And he also said in another ayah, وَمَا أُمِرُوا إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ دِينَ حُنَفَاءَ. Call upon Allah with sincere devotion to Him. And he also said, and they were not ordered except to worship Allah sincerely, making His religion sincerely for Him. And also there's a hadith that the Prophet ﷺ said, and recite the Qur'an and seek by it the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, before there come a people who will seek by it other than the face of Allah. Meaning that they will seek the dunya by reciting the Qur'an, collected by Ahmed in his Musnad. And from the second etiquettes of reciting the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said the person must recite and read with his heart present, not looking this way, not looking that way, not thinking about this, not thinking about that, but that he should reflect on what's going on and what he's reading. Meaning, humble your heart with it. And indeed, by Allah, indeed, it is Allah that is speaking to you in this Qur'an, and because of the Qur'an, because of this is the speech of Allah which we must all reflect upon, as the wajah. Then he goes on, he says, the next point, the third one, is to read the Qur'an in a state of purification, of wudu, because this is the great speech of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, don't read the Qur'an in a state of junub, sexual impurities, until you become pure and you wash by making a ghusl, if water is able, or making the tayammum, if you're able to make the tayammum with the dirt. And one must remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and call upon Him with that which is agreed with the Qur'an and the Sunnah. Much as the dua that we find in the ayat, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka in kuntum min al-zalimeen. None have the right to worship except you. Glory be to you. Indeed, I am amongst the transgressors, or I am amongst the sinners. And the fourth point, the fourth etiquette that Shaykh Uthaymeen brings, rahimahullah, the Qur'an should be recited in a place where that the Qur'an should be not recited in a place where there is no quietness and no one is listening. Meaning that you should not recite the Qur'an in a place where there's a lot of noise, where no one will pay attention or listen. Nor should you recite it in a place that's designated for making the call of nature, the bathroom. Because this is the place which it utilizes of the urine and the feces. And this is not befitting to recite the Qur'an in these types of places. وقولي قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم واستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam, ala rasulillah, amma ba'd. We continue the fifth etiquette of reading the book of Allah. To seek refuge with Allah from the shaitan, the outcast, when you intend to read the Qur'an. Allah Ta'ala says, فَإِذَا قَرَأْتَ الْقُرْآنَ فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ. And when you read the Qur'an, seek refuge with Allah from the cursed shaitan, so that shaitan will not be able to divert you from your recitation or completing your recitation. Because indeed, shaitan, he wants you to stop doing that which is good, especially reading the book of Allah, because reading the book of Allah, you'll be elevated in taqwa and righteousness and piety and good manners when you read the book of Allah, and shaitan definitely indeed will try to divert you from reading this book. And that's what reciting the Bismillah. This should only be done at the beginning of a surah, with the exception of Surah Tawbah. It does not have the Bismillah because the Sahaba differ on whether it was a continuation of Surah Al-Anfal, so they left the Bismillah out. And the sixth point, the sixth etiquette that Shaykh Uthaymeen rahimahullah brings, is that you recite the Qur'an in a beautiful voice, in which it is authenticated of the hadith of Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah would never listen to a recitation like he listened to the Prophet who beautifies his voice when reciting the Qur'an. And also there's a narration by Jubayr ibn Mut'am, radiallahu anhu. I heard the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam recite Surah Al-Tur, the Salat al-Maghrib, and I never heard a better voice or recitation than that of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If there are some people around the reciters that might get harmed or cease from agitation, like a person trying to sleep or a person making a salat, then one should make his recitation in a slow voice. This can be found in the Muwatta of Imam Malik, rahimahullah. And this shows a very important point, that just because we're in the house of Allah does not mean that we can go sit around and recite in a loud manner, when there are those who are reciting also, there are those who are trying to get rest, and there's also those who are praying. And the seventh point, 7 etiquette that he brings, rahimahullah, to recite the Quran aloud and in a slow tone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا, and recite the Quran aloud and in a slow tone. Well, he recited slowly and not too fast, because that he was aware and he was reflecting upon the meaning of that which he was reading, giving every letter their full rights. In his statement in Sahih Bukhari, on authority of Anas ibn Malik, radiallahu anhu, he asked concerning the recitation of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it was said to him that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam will recite lengthily, in a lengthy matter, in a long matter. When he would recite the Bismillah, he would elongate. When he would recite the Rahman Rahim, he would elongate. Salma was asked, and Allah be pleased with her, regarding the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam recitation. So she said that he would do ayat by ayat, stopping upon each one. This is collected by Ahmed Abi Dawud and Tirmidhi. An example of this recitation of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as brought in the hadith, this is when he said, he would say, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, then he would pause. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, then he would pause. Maliki yawmiddin, then he will pause. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, and then he will pause. This is the manner of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he recited. He recited slow, reflecting on its meaning, and not just reciting it off his tongue. And may Allah make us all those who will recite slowly and reflect upon that which we recite and not just recite unintentionally. In hadith by Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu, they said, it was very hard on us to memorize the Quran and very easy to implement it. And so people will come after it, and they'll come after it, and it will be easy for them to memorize the Quran, but they will find it hard to implement it. So don't read the Quran like poetry, and don't read it like you was somebody who's someone saying. And think about the miracles of the Quran and ponder over the book and put the ponders in your heart, and it will remove all the darkness. Excuse me. Wonder in the book and in your heart will be moved. Your heart will be moved by the recitation of the Quran. When we read the Quran, especially in this month of Ramadan, which is coming soon, when we read the book of Allah, we must read it with contemplation. Even if we don't know the meaning, we read it in the Arabic language, that we read slowly and reflect. Even if you have to, make it your goal this month of Ramadan, that every story that you have memorized, that you will memorize it in English, so that when you do read it, that you will understand and reflect upon its meaning, so that it can be an effect on you as a person. Because indeed, a rectification of this ummah starts with one person. Once one of us is rectified, then we rectify our family. And once our families are rectified, then we can start rectifying the society. And the last point, the final point that Sheikh Uthaymeen brings, rahimahullah, is that when you make sujood, you make sujood when it comes across an ayat regarding the making of sujood. It is upon you to have wudu anytime, night and day, when performing this sujood of tilawah, this prostration of recitation. Then you make the takbir for the sujood. And when you go down to the sujood, you say, Subhana Rabbil Ala, glory be to you, my Lord the Most High. Then you make dua during the sujood also. Then you raise from the sujood without making the takbir or the salam. Because this was not done by the Prophet ﷺ except when you make sujood in the salah. And he's referring here to when you're just around and you're reading the Qur'an, you come across the ayat of sujood, you just make the sujood. So he made the takbir when performing the sujood and when standing. And he made the takbir when making the sujood and while standing when he was in the salah. Now, hadith narrated by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. Indeed, he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam would make the takbir in the salah whenever he would bow for ruku', whenever he would raise for ruku', and it is reported that this is how the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam did it when he was in the salah. Sahih Muslim. There's also a narration on the third to Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu. And he said, I saw the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam make takbir in all of his risings, all his bowings, all of his standings, all of his sittings. Collected by Naasir, Ahmed, the Tirmidhi, and the Sahihain. And this is done in the sujood of salah, and also this is done in the sujood of tilawah. And Allah make us all of those who reach the month of Ramadan in good health and safety, and that He allow us to live during the whole month so that we can benefit from this blessed month of Ramadan. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us Allah, make all of us, any one of us in here that does not know how to recite the Quran in the Arabic language, make it easier upon them to learn how to recite so that we can get the barakat of reciting in the Arabic language during this blessed month of Ramadan, and that we recite with understanding and implementation, and not just recite for the beautiful sound, or only learn how to recite just so that you recite beautifully, but you recite so that it can affect what's inside, what's in your heart, so that we can be better Muslims, we can be better fathers, we can be better husbands to our families, so that we can be leaders of the community. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Anything I said that was incorrect from my translation is from myself and or Shaitan. Anything that I said from my translation that's correct, and all praise to Allah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. أقم الصلاة يرحمكم الله.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر ما يخفى سنيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى الذي يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي صحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. ألم يكن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين منفكين حتى تأتيهم البينة رسول من الله يتلو صحفا مطهرة فيها كتب قيمة وما تفرق الذين أوتوا الكتاب إلا من بعد ما جاءتهم البينة أمروا إلا ليعبدوا الله مخلصين له الدين حنفاء ويقيموا الصلاة ويؤتوا الزكاة وذلك دين القيم. إن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب أولئك هم شر البرية. إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أولئك هم خير البرية. جزاؤهم عند ربهم جنة عدن تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها أبدا. الذين كفروا
من أهل الكتاب والمشركين في جهنم خالدين فيها.
إن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين في نار جهنم خالدين فيها رضي الله عنهم أولئك هم شر البرية. إن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب في النار جهنم خالدين فيها أولئك هم شر البرية. إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أولئك هم خير البرية. جزاؤهم عند ربهم جنة عدن تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها أبدا رضي الله عنهم ورضوا عنه.